Oh, now we're back. I'm back. I'm Daftjack,
And I'm Ragingdevils.
and we're gonna take a look at this prot tree right now. Um, as I mentioned in a previous video, I played prot for all of the relaunch of Vanilla plus um, Tell Morton Core, I guess. Yeah. And then I had problems finding a guild to take me any further than that. But let's go.
All right.
What about you, Devil? You tank at all? I don't think you tank at all.
Yeah, I never started tanking till I got to, think it was Miss Pandaria when I started at the end of at Sage of Orgrimmar when I had to tank the end of Orgrimmar when we needed extra
Oh
tanks.
yeah, that's right. When we needed that
And
third
so I
tank.
started tanking, and then I started getting used to it. So we had an extra in tank if we needed it. Then I just had to practice as a tank, and then I played a battleground as a tank, and I was like, this seems actually pretty fun. So then I started having a tank spec as an spec just for the heck of it, and I actually liked it. And so I had a tank as an spec for since then.
Alrighty. And we're going to start here with Ignore Pain.
Yep.
35 Rage. 1 second. Cooldown. Instant cast. Fight through the pain, ignoring 55% of damage taken. Wow, that's really powerful. Up to 0% attack power times 3.5 times 1 plus versatility total damage prevented. So it's a bubble?
Yeah, it's like a mini. It's like a half bubble, and I think they buffed
Yeah,
it by
right.
20% as well.
For sure. Um, yeah, it does seem a little stronger. 55% seems pretty high.
Yeah, I mean it was 50, but yeah, it's 55 now.
Yeah, then we got Revenge. The good old
Mm-hmm.
Revenge. Um, I like how in Classic you can make it stun for several seconds. I think it's 4 all the way up, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, I think
nice.
that was a
It's
problem.
like an eternity in Classic. Um, Rage. 20 instant cast melee range. Swing in a wide arc, dealing 63% attack power physical damage to all enemies in front of you. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Your successful dodge and parries have a chance to make your next revenge cost no rage. Free. Free. I do gotta say I like how the tree looks like a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's pretty cool. Um, Now look at the demoralizing shout section first.
Yep.
Then the devastate and last stand. This is interesting. Demoralizing shout. Instant 45-second cooldown. Demoralizes all enemies within 10 yards, reducing the damage they take, or they deal, not take. They deal to you by 25 for 8 seconds. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it being that strong in Classic. It's definitely been buffed,
Um,
but I could
no, I
spam it.
think no. It used to be it used to be for 30 seconds, and I think it was 10%.
Yeah, something like that.
But this one's a lot shorter for a larger amount of damage reduction,
Yeah.
but also has a longer cooldown. So
Let's see. We next got Boomin' Voice. Demoralize and Shout also generates 40 rage and increases damage you deal to affected targets by 20%. Also gives it a damage buff. That's cool.
it increases our damage done to them.
Yeah. Best served cold. Revenge deals 20% more damage and or 50% damage when you successfully dodge or parry when your successful dodge or parry have made it cost no rage. No, I hadn't screwed up the first part. The second part's kind of rough to read. Um, that's kind of cool. I like how it's modified by the proc.
Yeah.
Challenging shout taunts all enemies within 10 yards to attack you for 6 seconds. It's really good there because you started with demoralizing shout. We've improved challenging shout. Did I read challenging shout? 2-minute cooldown, taunt all enemies within 10 yards to attack you for 6 seconds. Improved challenging shout. Instant 2-minute cooldown, taunt all enemies within 12 yards to attack you for 6 seconds, and interrupt all spellcasts within 12 yards and prevent any spell in that school from being cast for 6 seconds. That is a buff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that is really nice.
Yep, it's an AoE interrupt for a small area, but yeah, it'll be good for when you're dealing with when you're pulling into a caster group.
Yeah, be really
They're
good for
casting on your
tanking.
DPS.
Show of Force. Revenge damage increased by 10%, and it increases the damage of your next thunderclap by 25%.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderlord. Increase the radius of demoralizing shout by 5 yards.
Yeah.
Each enemy hit by thunderclap reduces the remaining cooldown on demoralizing shout by 1.5 seconds up to 4.5 seconds. Not bad, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on down here, we have choose one. Heavy Repercussions or Into the Fray. Heavy Repercussions. Shield Slam generates 3 more rage and extends the duration of shield block by 1 second. Into the Fray. You gain 2% haste for each enemy or ally within 10 yards, up to 10% haste. Not bad at all.
Yep.
Enduring a Calcary. Increases stamina and armor by 5%, your haste for 2%. Oh, and your haste for 2%. Interesting. Shield charge. Charge to an enemy with your shield. Deal 200% attack power physical damage to it, and 50% attack power physical damage to all enemies within 10 yards. Also stuns the primary target for 4 seconds. 50 rage generated, 45-second cooldown, instant cast, 25-yard range. That is really cool. Do you guys currently
Yep.
have this?
No, not as a Brought Warrior, no. But it seems like they're going to add this as a replacement maybe for the current one we have, Dragon Charge. But that's also not a targeted ability. This is a targeted ability.
Yeah, well, Dragon Charge is
This is
super similar to the Tauren
well,
racial.
yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say because this is a new entire ability because the
Yeah,
Dragon Charge just charges at high speed in a random line.
yeah. This is pretty
So
cool.
yeah, this so now we got a targeted charge for our shield
Yeah.
and the stuns.
Champion's Bulwark. Shield charge grants your shield block for until cancelled, revenge, and generates an additional 300 rage. 300 rage?
Pretty sure it's 30, but yeah.
500 millisecond cooldown. So my initial thoughts as we get through the first third of the talent tree is that my goodness, they have so much more damage available to them than the prop paladin does, which is kind of impressive. I want to say. I don't know yet though. I don't know how big and strong concentrates buffs are going to be. But like I'm pretty sure I read 10% increase to damage. There's a 20% on best or
Yeah, I mean, you got the
cold.
consecrates, but you also got exorcism back, and you got the other thing
Yeah,
too.
so there's some things. I'm gonna be interested to see what the damage looks like comparatively. I don't mind doing
Yeah,
low damage if all of the tanks do low damage, but if the warrior is gonna just like replace me
yeah.
as a
Plus
prop
all of ours
pally,
are
that'll suck.
yeah. Plus all of ours are physical, so yours will
Yeah,
be armor ignored. So
maybe they're going that way and they want tanks to be diverse that way. Got magic defending tanks and whatnot.
but
Um,
we're still probably going to keep our shield slam builds, but so we'll see on the next middle tier how they turn out.
Alrighty, so we've got Devastate coming up next. A direct strike, dealing 52% attack power, physical damage. It's pretty standard. Um, Strategist, Devastate, Thunderclap, Revenge, and Execute have a 30% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Shield Slam.
Hmm.
It's really interesting. I personally really like cooldown abilities.
Yeah, so they changed that from because that was a baseline ability as well from a talent from Prod at the moment, and they added execute and process as well. So that's perfect.
mm, nice buff
And it was
there
a
then.
20%, not a 30. So hell yeah.
We got a Devastator replaces Devastate. Why does it have to replace Devastate? Your
Because it's a
auto attack.
passive now.
Oh, I see. Mm.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, it's a passive that we have currently in Shadowlands.
Your auto attacks deal an additional 22% or 22.1% of attack power physical damage and have a 20% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Shield Slam. Slam, slam, slam. Shieldy slam all day long.
Yeah, because that replaces our filler spell that we have to click on and just lets us use another ability. That's what we have as a level 15 talent, I think, or 30.
Yeah.
Well, now 10 and 20. But yeah,
We have defensive reflexes next. Increase parry by 3%.
up to 6.
Alrighty, and then choose one. Like we haven't had a lot of choose ones in this tree. We got Bloodborne or Blood Surge. Bloodborne, bleed damage of deep wounds, rend, and thunderous roar increased by 15%. Your periodic or Blood Surge, your periodic bleed effects have a chance to grant you 5 rage. Proc chance 25%. This is not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Moving on, we have Shield Wall. That's kind of nice. It's right here in the middle. It's the first defensive that
Yep.
I've seen in here. Besides, I mean, they've got a demoralizing shout, which is good. Um,
Yeah.
and then you got Shield Wall. I'm gonna be interested to see how many abilities they have put defensively in here from the Paladin, or in contrast to the Paladin, Because like the paladin goes down to like one single defensive ability that's not in the tree. Um, I don't know if that'll change, but at the moment it's kind of a thing that I'm a little worried about. And of course, shield wall is substantial at that 40%. Then we get to pick between enduring defense or sudden death. Enduring defense gives shield block lasts 2 seconds longer. Or sudden death, your attacks have a chance to make your next execute cost no rage, but usable on any target regardless of their health, and deal damage as if you had spent 40 rage. Oh, we read that in arms.
Yep, and Fury.
So I feel like there's definitely going for a sword and board build that's not for tanking. Maybe. Or maybe they're just going to give Fury Warriors, or not Fury, Prot Warriors, a butt ton of damage.
Well, currently all warriors have execute right now.
Well, I know all warriors have execute, but like giving sudden death, I don't think Fury got sudden death.
Yeah, we have sudden death right now.
Okay.
We have as a covenant ability, condemn is used on all warriors.
I got you. Yeah, no, I don't think I saw it in the tree though. Is what I was saying.
Yeah, no. Each one is based different. Arms has it spends and does a lot of damage. Fury just uses
Yeah,
and
no,
gains.
what I'm saying though is this is available to arms and it's available to prot, but not available to Fury.
Fury had it.
I don't remember seeing it. Maybe I'm wrong. But
Yeah.
let's keep moving through this.
Yeah, just do that while I'm looking.
And we'll double check and yeah, you tell me when you get there. Anger management. Prot. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on Avatar and Shield Wall by 1 second. That's really cool. And then we have a choose one, Unbreakable Will, or the Wall. Unbreakable Will. Shield Wall grants one additional charge and grants 50% of its effect to all party members. The Wall. Shield Slam generates an additional 5 rage and reduces the remaining cooldown of Shield Wall by 5 seconds. Shield Specialization. Increase block chance by 6% and your block value by 15. We got
Goes
out.
to 12.
Oh, goes up to 12. That's dope. Yeah, we'll talk about the execute thing later in a deep dive video. Confirm or deny whether or not it's a thing, but
either way, it is there.
It's there. Okay.
4 pro, middle tier.
Okay, cool. I just didn't remember from earlier today. That's fine.
All good.
I really like how we're going with a lot of shield slammy stuff. Like they're gonna be slamming. And I see more shield icons coming up in the tree.
Yep. So
But outburst, consuming 30 rage, grants a stack of seething reed.
Red.
Yeah, red. Which transforms at 1 stack into outburst.
8 stacks, but yeah. We have that ability currently, but yeah.
Causing your next shield slam or thunderclap to be a 200% more effective and ignore pain. And grant ignore pain. That's really cool. There's some typos in there. which is okay.
Yeah.
I have tons in my stuff too, but I'm not posting it for everybody in the world to see all the time. Or am I? Ha. Uh,
Oh,
choose one: indomitable or never surrender. Your maximum health is increased by 10%, and every 10 rage you spend heals you for 1% of maximum health. Never surrender. Your block chance is increased by up to 20% based on your missing health. Which one you picking?
yeah, it's still. I mean, would go with indomitable still, but never surrender is
This is
still.
really good.
Yeah, it's good, but I'm trying to figure out where I would use that in a build though.
It depends on how it scales with the missing health. If you don't get that 20% until like
Yeah, but I'm trying to
80%
think how to
health
make it
gone,
how to
then
make
it's
it effective.
not.
I'm trying to see how.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be like a crit block build, or because if
I'm
you can
not
get blocked
even.
to the back permanently, then you can do a crit block build and be immortal.
Yeah,
Or is
right?
that gonna be? Yeah, so we'll have to see on the third row and see column and see.
Yeah. We got spell block. You're able to block spells cast against you for 14 seconds. Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, we can finally block spells more than once.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah,
at at least they get a cooldown that allows them to do this.
yeah,
Um, because like they've been struggling against this for a long time.
yeah.
I'm not sure I agree with the placement of this ability right here. I think it might be better placed similarly to shield wall, where you're accessible from both sides. Um,
Hmm. So pretty much just below shield wall where anger management is.
basically, swap shield specialization for shield block, and then move the accompanying slides from enduring Achillesery and forced vigor to just go to shields or spell block. I mean, yeah, you get it like a few levels earlier, but does that really matter? And it makes it more available. But we'll see. I haven't played with the tree yet.
Final talent, which
Final talent.
they also made a news thing about that one too. So
Okay, you can tell me about that when we're done reading it. Battle scarred veteran. When your health is brought below 35%, you take 100% less damage until
25.
canceled, and healing you receive is increased by 100%. This cannot occur more than once every 60 seconds, 1 minute internal cooldown. Interesting. I like this. So I'm assuming the caveat is that it's not 100% less damage until canceled.
Yeah, it's reduced damage taken by I think it's 75. They said, and I think that they had a duration of 10 seconds.
Yeah, because
And
until
the cooldown,
canceled and
and then for
100% sounds like
and
warriors
then
are
cooldown,
are
and then
god
cooldown
tank.
too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
This feels really good for the warrior. Like it feels like they're listening to feedback people are giving. And moving forward, not just with like rebounding against the stuff that's already out. Um,
Yeah.
and then continuing to put out shit no one wants or cares about. Here we go. Let's start the next one with Last Stand. Instant 2-minute cooldown, increase maximum health by 30% for 15 seconds, and instantly heal you for that amount. Okay. That grows down into Brace for Impact. Using Sealed Slam increases your block value by 10% and the damage of your Shield Slam by 10% for 9 seconds. multiple applications of this may overlap. I don't think they stack. I think the duration overlaps, is what
They
it's
do
trying to
stack, but
say.
they do stack, but the duration does not increase.
Oh, I got you. I
So it
got
goes
you.
1, 2,
So
3, 2, 2, and 3, 2.
you can get as many as you can get out in 9 seconds, and it's not gonna give you
Yeah,
9 seconds when you get it all stacked up.
yeah.
Okay, that's
How many you
okay.
can get within 9 seconds?
Yeah, inevitable or unnerving focus. Last stand
Yep.
increases your rage generation by 60%. 1 second cooldown. Fueled by violence. You're healed for 30% of the damage dealt by deep wounds. I like that. I like that.
Yep. So it's 30% instead of 60 compared to the other two specs.
Yeah. That's okay, because, like, they got other stuff to keep them alive.
Yeah,
We
they have
got
recovery.
Spiked Shield. This is some bullshit. That's for
Yeah.
blacksmiths to do.
Shield spikes.
Blocking an attack deals attack power physical damage to the attacker. Really? Steal that from blacksmiths. Why don't you? Nah. I'm glad this is here because it felt super mandatory and classic that you get one, so that your blocks would deal damage, and I'm really glad that they made it a talent finally, eventually.
So that's where the block value build will come in, probably.
Yeah. I'm definitely seeing a solid shieldy build. Shieldy. Bolster. Last Stand's cooldown is reduced by 10% and grants you the shield block effect for its duration. Improved heroic throw or a brutal vitality. Heroic throw inflicts deep wounds or brutal vitality. S 1% of damage you deal adds to your active ignore pain.
If this is going from the conduit, then I think it's the percent based on level.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's like 1 through 10% of the damage you deal comes into ignore pain.
That's pretty cool. I like the damage you deal equals the defense thing. That kind of makes more sense as to why they're more
Yeah, pain is not good.
DPSy than
You fail your ignore pain barrier.
the pally feels.
Mhm.
Yeah. Punish
Then
or judgment. Punish. Shield slam deals 20% increased damage and reduce enemies damage against you by 3% for 9 seconds, and multiply or multiple punishments may overlap. Or judgment. Execute increases damage dealt by execute by 3% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 20 times. Oh wow. Execute increases execute. I love reading that.
yeah, because
Absolutely love reading that.
currently prods execute works like arms execute, so you can burn your rage with execute.
Yeah. Focused vigor. Increase strength and armor by 5% and crit chance by 2%. I like
And
it.
before we'll see.
Oh, there we got the Ravager.
Mm-hmm. So we got the
Throws
zero
a
slightly.
whirling weapon at target location, causing nearby enemies to be inflicted by 6 times 42% physical damage to all enemies over 12 seconds, dealing reduced damage beyond 8 targets and slowly moving to follow them or some shit.
Yeah,
Generates
so it says
10 rage each time it deals damage, 45-second cooldown, 40-yard range. You can throw far.
Yep. So it says the same thing on these two on as because it also says requires warrior fury prot. So
And then we get
yeah.
capped off with a Storm of Steel. Revenge's duration increased by 2 seconds. Or Ravager's duration is increased by 2 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, so it goes up to 14 seconds of Spinny Winnie. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Unlike with Fury, I don't feel that this needs to be a split talent. I'm down with this just being this. That's great because you
Yeah.
can chuck that out there and get some ads on you.
Yeah, because on prot you need to spend rage anyways to
I
do all the stuff.
am a little worried I didn't see enough AoE in here. But
Yeah, I mean,
if they plan on making them single target DPS tanks, then that'll work fine too.
yeah, as I say, yeah, Thunderclaps, Revenge, and of course Ravager, and then Shield Charge, a little bit of fucking AoE, but yeah, and then
So
Shield Spike.
I do kind of wish that all of the shieldy stuff was over on the one side or the other.
Yeah,
But
but then you could.
it does feel really balanced where it is.
Yeah, I was saying, but then you couldn't get all the other abilities which you required. You
As
still get
far
that other
as as far as I really feel like from a perspective of a tank, I think like if the talents do need to be moved, they don't need to be moved far.
side.
Or they just need another path to lead to them to make them a little bit easier to get to. But I also have not played with the amount of skill points we have. So look
Yeah.
forward to that in the build guides.
Oh yeah. We're forward to that inside the game too.
Yeah, hopefully we get access before we get together putting those videos together.
Or we get to phase 2 on the things on the
And
revamp video.
that's it for the warrior trees.
Yep.
Join us next week for the Death Knight and the Druid, and then maybe we'll do the Invoker. We're planning on doing the Invoker last, so
Yep.
that'll be oh, before I sign off, I better say this. Like, subscribe, all that shit. You know, this is YouTube.
Until then.
Yeah, until next time, this is Daftjack signing out.